we go.
The button! The button has been poked.
Hi.
Or I'll just do this.
Hi.
All right.
You're scaring the children.
Welcome everybody to Messy Monday. It is a mess already. So
Already a mess.
yeah. Is that a Batman cup? Whoa, is that a Lego Batman cup? That's kind of awesome.
That's a Batman storage unit. I keep mint in it.
Oh, it's a very minty Batman.
Yeah.
Makes your Lego taste better, doesn't it?
Yeah. Stop it.
How are you guys this evening? We have Gary Mullane from Ireland already in the chat, and Stever is here. Seth Burian is here. What's up, Seth? How you doing, man? Good to see you. What's up in y'all's world? We just go ahead and talk to the man reclining with his cat.
Meow or something.
The best part is the cat is like, dude, seriously, get away from me.
So, I don't know that we've ever formally introduced Miss Cassie, but Miss Cassie and I have been together for 17 years. I got her when I first got diagnosed with the diabetes, and I was having a rough time.
Yep.
And she was with me, and I wasn't feeling very good for a year and a half. But she was my constant kitty companion. And so here we are, 17 years later. She's still putting up with me and all my silliness. So, but she gets her chin rubs. You know, that's her deal. She gets chin rubs and food and bedtime treats, and she puts up with my annoying petting her all the time because she's so cute.
Nice. It is good to see you in repose. Oh, we have one more guest here. There's Boone. What is up, Boone? How are you?
And his box of mystery.
I am doing well.
Yes. How goes the box of mystery?
There's some okay stuff in here. You know, there's lots of stuff that's just, you know, will get sorted and be cool forever, and I'll never remember that it came from this box. But there's also some things that I really like. Found a Yoda, and Yoda's holding a scimitar right now.
Well,
That's a Falchion.
Falchion, whatever, a sword, and then I found these guys. These are cool. I wasn't sure at first that they were Lego, but I thought I had seen something like them before.
The light up swords. Those are cool.
Light up swords, and it was cool to find one, but then it was even cooler to find a second. So
now you have
come up with something cool.
Different factions.
Yeah, got to come up with something cool to do with that. And then actually a lot of these printed Duplo bricks.
What?
And Tanjam is here. And I have a number of these. I've collected a number of these over the years, but I got like probably half a dozen more in this box. So that's cool. I might try to revive my Duplo Batcave. And then
is there a Bob the Builder down in there?
You know, I haven't come across any Duplo figures.
Gotcha.
Did you see the Duplo like Castle Pirates Viking sets that are coming out?
No, but that's awesome.
They're really cool.
No. Those Duplo sets were from those are history. Those aren't new Duplo Knights and Castles.
Oh, those are.
Didn't you see where? Yeah. So we have a private chat, and one of the guys posted some pictures of some of these Duplo Castle sets. And then his follow-up comment later down below there, Matthew, who doesn't read the full text, was now, 2005 Duplo sets are now making my wallet cry. That was something I think was...
Dana, you said we're not allowed to post pictures in the private chat anymore of a versatile nature?
Oh, no.
There's lots of pictures.
That's why I got removed, because, I posted those things of that person, and then you're like, no, Jeff.
He's
I
not
have,
in this
I have
chat,
quite a bit of that 2005 Duplo Castle stuff. There's a couple of pretty cool dragons and a big castle, but my local Bricks and Minifigs had quite a bit of that, and it wasn't moving, so they made me a good deal on it.
They made you an offer you couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
Sweet. Duplo is pretty cool. My favorite and Mark's favorite, I bet, is the meat. That was my favorite Duplo piece, and I think do you still have Meatbot? Not that, but Meatbot. There he is.
Meatbot.
That's so awesome.
Meatbot.
Meatbot.
I bet Crabulon loves gnawing on Meatbot.
That would be an excellent battle, Crabulon versus Meatbots.
Wow. And tasty. They would both taste delicious.
In the box, but yeah, that's Meatbot.
A little bit of surf and turf.
Bop, bop, Meatbot, bop, bop, bop,
Okay.
Meatbot.
Mark, what's that Ice Planet like art that you have up over your right shoulder?
Let's go for a spin.
Thank you.
Well, I got to deal with the backwards StreamYard thingy. That is.
Sorry. This is really hard to do backwards. There we go. This is the piece of art that I believe the website was it Bricks on the Dollar? Was that the website? I'm trying to
Yeah, I think
remember.
that was.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, that was the
That's
website
awesome.
that was hosting the link to purchase the Ice Planet art. And so this one is the Ice Lady, who I have on the frame. But they also have the other, they have like the old Ice Planet captain guy and a couple of the Ice Planet people as well. The other regular Ice Planet astronauts for purchase as well. So I will try to find a link and drop it in the chats.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
Thanks
they're
for
cool.
sharing.
And actually, by Mark or Boone asking the question to Mark, and Mark and doing that, and I'm going to come back down because I keep forgetting that I got some art in a couple of weeks ago that I didn't share.
Me too. I got some too.
It's Art Day.
Ooh.
So I didn't think you could get Lego and pinup together, but some guy did it. and for Jeff, the name of the artist.
Nice.
That was that I just for Jeff. But no, I like this. But as Matt, or I think it was Mark who pointed out, stud receptors on the bottom of her feet.
feet.
Kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Art.
But at the same time, though, really kind of cool. So
Can
I
I tell you my biggest pet peeve with that picture there?
sure. What was?
Is the fact that the computer slope is not a slope; it's on the side of a brick.
Well, no. You might not see it because of the angle and the perspective, but it is a slope. It's not a very deep slope, but it is a slope.
Okay.
See,
However the hell you guys are married and have bread is beyond me sometimes. Just throw that out there.
that's a valid point. That's a valid point.
Well, there's some more space art. I like it. What's this?
Yeah, it just says
Imagine.
It's based on Mars, like a Mars colony getaway vacation thing, and like it just, for whatever reason, it really spoke to me and really just kind of, yeah. So Marvel Kid 25, we do this every Monday and Thursday.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love those. I have those in frames.
Yep.
Those
I have the
are
Alpha one.
So good.
Those are neat.
Who's holding those up?
That's
Matthew.
Matt.
I couldn't see you behind that monorail. The Sea of what does it say?
Sea of Tranquility.
No, coming 2148.
Oh,
Oh, what was it? Oh, at the top, Sea of Tranquility Transport System.
explore the luxurious lunar surface of the moon. And
That's dope.
it's like an old school like Disneyland kind of.
Yeah, very cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Hang on, I stepped away here. I have these. Check these out.
Ooh, that's cool.
The pirate.
And look at there.
Yellow Castle.
Ooh, I like it.
So cool.
Are those from the same artist?
You can get them. I think Bricks on the Dollar still sells them on like an eBay store. But yeah, generally the same artist did them. I think Kevin Hinkle did a few of those as well. It was like a subscription that you could get a poster a month or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yar.
it's awesome. This is the most prized possession of art I have in my collection. Here is the Greg Highland signed and semi-colored from 2004 Brickfest. Pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have a couple of those as well, but I think the one that's really important.
You still have it?
I have an authentic Sven. This one's signed by Sven Lego, and that's really rare.
That was the best.
And
Then
also this one.
Legos.
Zoom.
But yeah, I've actually got he did this one of my Sig Fig shooting Fleeb Norks.
Great.
Leaves.
Yeah, that's really fun stuff that Greg Highland does.
Yeah, Greg Highland is really a great artist. He's just funny comic guy and everything. And he did a lot of that's the same one. He did a lot of Lego art for its books and stuff like that.
I guess
In fact,
that
he put
settles
me-
the question of whether the S in Legos is capitalized or not. Doesn't it?
I also have he gave me a paste up page from the A-Falls comic.
Ooh, nice.
This one's actually got the text pasted onto the artwork page, so that's pretty cool to have. That's the A-Falls comic. This one.
Oh,
You must have. Yeah, Highland actually told me he was going to put me in a Star Wars book he was drawing for Lego Star Wars. He had me at the bar in the cantina drinking blue milk, and he sent me the original or a copy of the art. And then he called me back and he's like, "Dude, I got to tell you something, and it's bad." I'm like, "What?" He says, "They covered you up with a speech balloon." So when the book came out, and the book's at my office, or I'd have it here. Boom! You can just see my arm and a little bit of the cup of the blue milk, and just this big blob of text over my face. It was great. Nice. But anyway,
Hey,
we have
you guys, I just popped in to say hi. Really, I need to. You're starting too late for me now. I gotta go be with my family, but I love you all, and I hope you have an awesome evening. And we'll see you soon, huh?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for bringing some of your friends over, man. Enjoy that box of bricks. See you,
Yeah.
buddy.
Should be fun. See you later.
Always appreciate the drive by.
also, you're not my supervisor, so I will not do what you say.
Whatever.
Okay.
Boom, whatever.
Let's see. We've got some of our friend Brick Snaps is here. Lurker alert. He is lurking. You also have an invite. Nathan Proudlove also. You are lurking. You can head on in here. Big Screen Bird. How you doing, man? We have a lot of friends, I believe, that Boone invited over. So thanks for hanging out with us. Stick around. We're pretty cool. We're usually old and we usually gripe about things and everything like that.
Come on, Proud Love. We have zero Canadian
That's right.
representation tonight, so we need a Canadian.
Yeah, where the hell is
Canadian.
Van Winden? He's usually here.
That's right.
Or
All right, let's
Greg.
check with our resident pirate and see what's up. Hey, man, how are you?
Pretty good. I've been making sales. And I think
Can we
I've
say
worked
that-
it out.
With the awesome wood paneling you got in your basement and everything, I think it's great. You need to add a lot of piratey decor, and it looks like you're in the captain's quarters.
I have planned here in the castle room. I've got a whole bunch of the foam shields and foam swords from like Legoland. I plan to put them on the walls, and then I have a lot of the old posters that used to come in the Lego sets that I plan to plaster the walls with. This is actually an attic, not a basement. But
Oh, okay.
I wish this house had a basement.
Does it smell of deep, rich mahogany in there? I mean, I just need to know.
No, it smells like old woman and regret. Even to this day, I've lived here for like 2.5 years. If I go away for a week, when I come back, the whole house smells like old woman again. I don't know what's going on.
Nice.
That's
You need to remove the body from the walls.
No, the crypt is actually outside, and I wish I was kidding.
We have our token Canadian today.
Hello,
Hooray!
Bringing our quotient of white up. So,
Hail Canada.
how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Good. What's up?
It's good to be here. Not much.
Hey.
I just finished work. I was working late tonight.
Oh, that's not good.
It's all good. It's all good.
Are you ship timbered out? Or are you just totally done? Are you attempting? Just, I mean, you don't have to confess.
I tapped out this month. That I tried that big asteroid thing, and I just as it wasn't going to happen, and I didn't have anything else on the go. So, yep, that's it.
But I like it. I still like. I want you to finish it. I would be excited to see.
Oh yeah, no, I will eventually. I'm still sorting through all my collection of old grays and browns, trying to try and inventory that a bit. I've got I don't have as much as I thought, so I'm going to be struggling to fill some of the real estate on that asteroid. So, but it's fun. We had it was kind of fun. One of our local lug members had a garage sale at his place this last weekend, selling a bunch, and he's got like a Bricklink store and stuff. So he basically just wheeled all his Bricklink stock out into the yard and started selling stuff. Well, not all of it. Like it's not a huge Bricklink store, but and started selling stuff. And he had like tables set up in his garage, and so he invited a bunch of like local AFOLs to come and display a few mocks. And so I brought some stuff out and hung out with some Lego folks yesterday. It was first time in 2 years I've seen these guys. It was really nice.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful. Yeah, we had our first in-person Peach Lug meeting, and since spring of 2020, I guess, or winter 2020.
It was January of 2020 was the last time we'd all been together.
Yeah, because then there was Brick Fair, and I didn't get to go 2020, and then everything was done. So
well, wait, you know what? We actually did trains at the end of January.
That's right. That was it.
And then so now it's been since then. Yeah. So that was the first time we've all been together. So that's 12 plus 9, 21 months.
Yeah. I mean, I think at the end of that show we were talking about, are they going to do the thing or the NMRA or whatever it was? We had the layout and everything all set for NMRA, and we were supposed to go set up on Friday starting at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and literally like 9 a.m. Friday morning they canceled the show. Yeah.
So, which was kind of harsh to the people who were probably, because I mean there were people probably who traveled in for that show to set up, and I'm probably sure they were a little ticked.
Yeah, but that wasn't NRA. That was NMRA.
NMRA. National Railroad Museum Association or something crazy like that.
Oh, I thought it was like modeling or something. I didn't know what it was.
It could be. KMA. No more acronyms.
Tell me that I'm not the only one that hears NMRA.
That would be the Midwestern in me wanting to just smear it all together.
Well, I do now.
Yeah. Every time I hear NMRA, I just think of some like alien shooting people with an enema ray.
NMRA. Poop for you.
Now,
Everybody poops.
This is the first. The Canadian just brought the quality of the show down. Did you notice that? He made the poop joke and everything. So that was awesome.
It just makes you think about the.
Yep, there it is. There's the enema ray.
I normally don't watch sports, I don't watch sports programs in any way, shape, or form. But there was a comedy show called The League, which was basically a bunch of guys who did fantasy football. And one of their ending episodes, toward the very, very end, somebody's getting married, and some guy named Taco, which I think is a very interesting name, he decided that he was doing some, he was inventing something. He put scientists to research to figure out the brown note, and that all these people come out along the balcony at this wedding with horns, and they all played the brown note, and that was the end of the episode. Supposedly this harmonic would make you have to go.
Yes. It will give you a tonal colonic. Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Yes. Hey, you got it. You go to Costco?
I went to Costco, got a couple, and I'm going to open up this bad boy right now. It's going to get built, and then I'm going to turn around and Nexonite it. So all this gray will probably stay, but then you'll see all sorts of more blues and trans neon orange. It's going to be lovely.
Love it.
It's going to make Mark Erickson just twitch all the time.
The best thing I heard was from Moto, because I knew that Moto and the Erickson brothers and Paris, they were like car rider buddies while they were on the show.
Yeah.
And so like the first week of the show they were in, apparently Moto said something about Nexonites, and from Hiram to Kennesaw or Kennesaw to Hiram, that 30-40 minute drive, it was all just lambasting how bad Nexonites was by Mark, and Moto was like, all right. That's so funny.
I would have loved to do that car ride just to egg him on throughout the whole thing.
That's so good. All right, Jeff left. We're going to check in with Jeff. And Kitty Snuggles left. All right, Mr. Sandlin, what's up in your world, man?
Not too much right now. We went to the lug meeting on Saturday where I saw guys, and we had some fun, and it was a really good time. And Small Paul got to hang out with Mr. Sorry, getting my phone here. Small Paul got to hang out with Mr. Lego Master himself, Mark Erickson.
Yay!
And he showed him his treehouse that he had been working on, so that was really swell. He was very gracious and took a look at the young Lego builders thing that he had brought to the meeting. So it was a really good time. It was fun, and it was good to see all y'all again and eat some barbecue that even Matthew approved of. He's notoriously finicky about his barbecue. So it's Matthew
eating barbecue now. Hershey Gold. It's like the guy who
my estimation of your taste just went way down. You're eating Hershey's, like, ugh, come on. That's just.
Don't be jealous, haters.
Hey, by the way, Mark, I need to give you this. This came in a little Toys R Us exclusive little thing, and it's just a tile with Jurassic World on it and a sticker.
What do I need that?
Well, for Small Paul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it came in one set that was Toys R Us, like an in club build or whatever. So I figured he'd want to put that on his build.
Yeah, I mean, he can make use of it. He's got a bin of dinosaurs and like.
As one does.
Just eating butter.
Butter.
I want to always put like a pat of butter on my thing and call it a patch.
Well, we all know that Matthew sits and eats butter in front of his cat, so
we've seen that.
My cat has a serious butter problem.
All right, let's go to Jeff. Jeff, what's up in your world, man?
Dana said castle and Nexonites, so I decided to raise him a Nexonite castle.
I have two of those.
Of course you do.
Yeah, we still got one of those sitting over here on the floor. It's a really good set, and the way that the rubber bumper things go on the tank treads is really fun. It makes the castle rumble when you roll it along. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun.
Can't wait.
I'm surprised that you haven't built it yet, Jeff. I really am.
I've got Spider-Man's Lair to build, a Ghostbuster Firehouse to build, Arkham Asylum to build, the Batcave 66 to build, the Aquanaut main base to build, not to mention the ship I'm doing for September, the commissions that I'm doing for another channel as well as a friend. So, yeah, a little busy.
There are problems to have.
Yep. And I've also been deciding on how to incorporate Batman into my weird alien obsession with Lego. So I decided to make former UNSC Bruce Wayne
targeting computer.
Yep. So That's what it looks like. It's an old painted figure from a buddy, so I was like, this is perfect.
That's
Gave
cool.
him a futuristic looking Wing Wham Woo, and there we go.
Excellent.
Hey, don't be talking about somebody's Wim Wam Moo on my show, all right?
I thought this was
Well,
a
you can talk
family
about it. You just have
friendly
to be cryptic.
JLo, it is family friendly until Dana or I open our mouth, and then horrible things come out.
Well, no, it has to be.
Does that
you
open the
have
door
to-
for the rest of us to get horrible, or
It has to be an innuendo. It has to not be just a blatant thing. It got to be just kind of semi-cryptic.
You can't say Wim Wam Woo or dongle in a room like this or something like that and not expect it to be commented on. That is just low hanging fruit.
It's PG.
Or Enema Ray.
It's PG-13. It has to all be innuendo. It can't be explicit.
I mean, I tried to make a joke about sending naked lady pictures to your private chat, and you didn't pick up on that. So,
But well, that was more cryptic than innuendo.
oh, Jesus.
It's a fine line.
Just like all of your hairlines. Anyway,
Hey, I'm like,
Oh no, it's not fine. It's literally it. As Matthew pointed out, I do have the Bill Murray haircut for the hairpiece, which is why my sig fig has the Bill Murray haircut. So yeah, no, it's
It's dead on too.
it'll make cosplaying Bankling easier.
I have all of my hair. Thank you very much.
If you're not confident that Dana's hair isn't like hair plugs, you can just run your fingers through to confirm, but it's real.
wait. What do y'all do when I'm not around? I don't. I'm gonna walk in.
I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't let you run your fingers to my hair the last time we were together. I apologize.
It's not for lack of asking. It was just, it was not a good time. All right, Matt. Now that you're away from the cat, what is going up in your world?
Wait a second, Matt. I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt the hell out of you. Chris, I have a question for you.
Okay.
It's very important. It might be traumatic, and you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. When you were getting your chemo, did you think about getting the Shatner rug, or?
Well, here's the deal about me and chemo. I was totally bald, and so I didn't. I mean,
Yeah, I know, but like Shatner rug,
I had some very cool hats. I thought about it. The thing that I wanted to happen that didn't is I didn't lose my eyebrows, so I could mess with that, like draw on some really funny eyebrows and stuff. I kept my eyebrows. That was the only thing I wanted to lose, and they stayed. So,
all right.
And then your hair grew back curly.
It grew back curly for about 6 months, and then it grew back full, and then it just started falling out as normal age. So, yeah, that's my life. All right. Speaking of hair falling out, hey, Matt.
Oh, burn.
Hey, but at least two of us in this video stream shaved our heads.
That is correct.
Well, I mean, I shaved my head, but I didn't know Chris at the time, so I mean, yeah.
It still counts because you shaved your head.
Thanks, Dana.
That was actually one of the coolest things that's ever happened, and I'm not going to get all mushy about it, but when I woke up that morning, it was like 4 or 5 days into chemo, and all of a sudden, all my friends' pictures start popping up with their head shaved. That was very cool. And then Ryan was like, "Hey, I've done that so many times. What do you want me to do?" I'm like, "Mohawk," and he's like, "Crap." So he had a mohawk, so that was great. All right, so what's going on, man?
I had to get my hairpiece on.
What is
So
that?
I just want to brag a minute. I made a forecast. I think it was on the show a month ago. That whenever I got done finally putting away all the loose brick that I had acquired at Brickshare, Virginia, then our lug bolt would arrive. That appears to be about to happen. So,
woo!
Way to steal my thunder.
Well, you can give the gore details, but let's just say now that I have my workspace pretty much cleared off and everything's tidy and put away, I'm going to be doing it all over again, probably by the end of the month or early October. But in the meantime, what we've been working on, we have been prototyping like mad. So this is the 4 different iterations of working on trying out little things, differences, and we're pretty close to a final prototype, in which case I will, of course, need to order parts. Even though I ordered parts 6 months ago, I didn't order all the right parts. So, that's the trouble when you're building something and you want to have at least 10 stories and you change it. That means that you're probably going to order more parts. But the really obnoxious thing from my perspective is the sheer lack of dark turquoise plates. This just showed up in a set, and it's the only plate in dark turquoise other than these rounded corner ones, which show up in some of the video. This is the only squared off plate, which I need for either the top, the roof, or the ceiling for some of my layers. So I'm going to end up ordering these. Now, the good thing is that everybody hates dark turquoise. And so there's a seller in Germany that has a kajillion of these, technical term. And so I can get a kajillion of these for pretty cheap. I just have to bite the bullet and pay the shipping from Germany. But this particular German Bricklink store actually has a pretty decent price for shipping, better than some of the other stores I ordered from. So I am going to sit down and do my supposedly final Bricklink order to build this tower. But of course it won't be. I'll start building and I realize I forgot for something else. But I'll at least pretend like this is going to be my last Bricklink order for the tower. And Bricks and Pieces order came in. And so I got some fun. I'm going to use the gold kayak in something that's clearly not a kayak. Who's going to incorporate this into a build? I got one in the hot pink magenta, and I have one in gold. But somebody's going to figure out some cool way to use this in a non-traditional park setting. So I'm kind of curious to see. And then because everybody needs a plethora of Kylo Ren lightsaber blades. I got 4 of them. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them, but I had to have them. So if you have any great ideas, let me know.
Every time someone says the word plethora, I have to quote the Three Amigos. Do you know what a plethora is? Oh, my son. Hey, there's.
Yeah, I think about it every time too.
No, it was in my head right as you were getting ready to talk about it.
Hey, Hefe.
What?
Apparently, I have not seen that movie. What is that from? Three Amigos?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
you've
my
never
goodness.
seen the Three
You gotta
Amigos?
watch it.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I have
Greatest.
stopped being surprised by what movies Matthew hasn't seen because his parents sequestered him through most of the 80s. So most of the classics that we all can quote, he's never even heard of them.
What year did
I've
it come
never
out?
seen it either, but then I think I'm younger than most of you.
Whoa, how old are you?
I'm 38.
Get out.
Yes.
We got a child in the room.
It came out in
Not the youngest
1986.
anymore. All right.
Came out in 1986. I did not get my driver's license until 1987, which meant I could not drive myself to the movie theater. And I lived out in the sticks, probably even more than Chris did.
No, I didn't
It
live in
was
the
a-
sticks. I lived in the city limits of Warrenton, Georgia, population 2,500. But I walked to the movie theater back or rode my bike. So
Yeah,
Well, you
there
had a
was
movie theater in your town says so much because I didn't
There
have
was
a
no
movie theater. in my town.
walkable movie theater where I grew up. It was 35 minutes by car to go see a movie. And my parents did not take me to go see Three Amigos. So I did not see this.
Oh.
I suffered through my childhood.
Matt, are you going to make the Jetson card to go with your Jetson tower, or is this going to be Country Bear Jamboree situation for me?
There's no plan to build a car. I'm going to throw that out to other people. If you want to build a car to display, I will gladly display it.
I can do that.
I love that Chris is like, fine, I'll do it.
I can do that.
But it has to incorporate some dark turquoise. I'm just saying.
Oh, it does. The
Can't do
Jetson
that.
car is green.
That's true. And it folds up into a suitcase.
It does.
Does it?
Chris, you
Yeah,
don't
well-
have to put that feature in.
I'm going to need to go back and watch some Jets. Clearly.
That's
Just
in the
watch-
credits of every show. He
See
gets
the
to work, he
opening-
hits the button, it folds down into the thing after she's taken his wallet. He gets there and he gets to his desk and he kicks back. That is in every episode of the Jetsons.
Tell us how you
Chris,
really
you're
feel.
getting kind of crazy about the Jetsons right now, buddy. It's
I
hard
love
to
some
eat,
Jetsons,
or-
man. Come on.
Hey, what do you think of the Johnny Quest cartoonies that I brought to your attention, by the way?
The full season of Johnny Quest is on HBO Max, which is great. And then they have the 90s series where they're all computery and things like that, and they're terrible. So we knew another Canadian could show up.
Hey,
Smelt the maple.
It's a three-flusher.
Hey, are you both on because you're trying to escape the election today? Is that what?
Wow.
You know, it kind of goes to show you the typical Canadian ways that I've had to be reminded that it's election day about 5 times today. Like, oh yeah, the fate of the nation, right.
And by an American, for that matter.
Very conscientious of your friends.
I thought the guy that led Canada just basically killed the biggest moose he could, and then brought it to like the town elders, and they're like, "Yes, you will lead us."
Pretty much. Then we liquefied it and we toasted it. And yeah, that's about it.
Oh, okay, well, all right, good to know. Yeah, American education system really paying
the hose are made into glue.
We did. Into igloo. Oh!
Blood Yellow, it's cool seeing you. Bye.
Yeah, we are so sorry. We apologize for the Canadian dad jokes in the room. We really do.
Apologizing for the Canadian. That's kind of like a double something.
Yeah, I know, right?
How's everyone?
Are we good? Okay, I don't know if you heard. We figured out that that Matt has never seen the movie The Three Amigos before.
I heard just before I clicked in. Yeah.
And neither has this youngster.
Yeah,
no.
That's all.
Yeah, but youngster, you're not a traitor to your generation for not seeing it like I am. So
I'm just saying that I am older than Chelo by a couple of months, and I have seen it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you're definitely fixated with 80s pop culture.
Not as much as Kirk Wilson, thank you. I just know a lot about.
Well, no, yeah, but you were definitely ingrained in 80s culture.
Well, yeah.
I think probably not 3 months goes by when we're outside somewhere and you hear a plane and I say to someone, "Oh, look, it's a mail plane." How do you know? How can you tell?
So when I was a kid, my dad was in the Navy for forever, and he was trying to teach me about planes and when they would be flying in the sky. And like I identified F-14s like 5 times in a row, and he was like, "Wow, I'm really proud of you." And then a cargo plane flew over, and he's like, "Do you know what that is?" I said, "No, it's a B-1RD." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I told my friends that, and he like looked at me and was like, "Okay, whatever." And I was hanging out with my dad's friends who had kids, and therefore we were Navy kid friends. And I was like, "That's a B-1RD." And like the pilot looked at me and was like, "Have you been listening to your grease monkey of a father again?" My dad was a mechanic and everything else. And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, that explains a lot." And that was the end of that.
So now what's the backstory with the V-1RD?
So basically whenever civilians would be on ship for like a Tiger cruise, they'd always ask what kind of question that was. So like my dad would say, "That's a 5EAGU11. That's a B-1RD," stuff like that. So just to mess with them. Yeah,
I had a friend who sold electronic equipment, and so he'd get some guy who came in who considered himself like a propeller head. Okay. So definitely a plane reference there. Who'd be like trying to talk the schematics of the turntable or the receiver or whatever, and my friend Rusty would go, "Yeah, but this one here, it's got LRF, totally far superior than this other model down here." And the guy'd be like, "Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that LRF, yeah." So LRF stands for little rubber feet. I miss hanging with Rusty. He was great.
220, 221, whatever it takes, right?
Exactly.
So it's kind of like going into the Lego store with any one of us. My father-in-law actually told a very nice worker, "He knows more than you. He doesn't need help." And I was like,
"We are the Ron Swanson of the Lego community."
Okay, Matt, I need to ask: Did you ever see Mr. Mom with Michael Keaton?
Yes. My parents took me to see that.
Oh,
in the drive-in?
No. The last movie I saw in the drive-in was probably Jaws. I mean, it was
because that's where I saw Mr. Mom in the drive-in out the back window while my dad was watching Arthur out the front window.
You don't need to tell us what your mom did at the drive-in.
She was about 40, 50 kilometers away, cursing she ever married my father.
Well, there you go.
Living in her own house.
The last movie I saw at a drive-in was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Wow.
Well, that's
And
fairly
that's
The only
recent.
movie I've ever seen in a drive-in was Gladiator.
Do you like movies with gladiators?
Oh, Jesus.
No, do you like gladiator movies?
Just that particular one.
Oh.
Mostly because since I know Roman history, the ending was a surprise.
It wasn't
Okay.
accurate.
Okay, so here's this. I don't know if you guys have watched that Netflix thing that's on there now, the Romans. It's like goes through, and the first one they go through is Commodus. They should have made a movie after the real story because it's like a bloodbath. It's insane.
Oh, it's way better.
It's like
Commodus
killing
gets
his
choked
sister
out in
and
his
like
bedroom by his own gladiator trainer slave.
Yeah,
way
yeah.
better than the actual movie.
Yeah, it's like I'm watching. I'm like, oh man, this is so much better.
Yeah.
That show Rome. That was a cool show.
Yeah.
Rome was a great show.
Yeah. I saw parts of that ages ago. I think on like DVD.
Don't make me go get my Ab Urde Candidia by Livy in Latin.
Oh, geez.
Man. Oh, so random science fiction movie that I watched this week.
It's like
Red
Chris is
Hat.
holding up a red corpuscle.
We have too many red hats already in this
I'm
country.
trying to put a hat on.
Xavier. Nice. And we're children. But
We
I
are.
watched The 13th Floor. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that before.
I
Put
think
a
my
hat
wife
on
does.
myself,
I saw the
thank you
14th
very
floor.
much. There.
Yep, there you go. Up.
What?
Yay.
What just happened?
Perspective's a little off.
Let's go with this one.
That's the kind of hat that you wear like when you forgot your underpants at home and like you just have the gun belt on.
That sounds like a man
Just
with personal
confession?
experience, and we don't need that
Just
story.
confession time.
Or it sounds like you had way too many trips with Mr. Jägermeister, and well, here you are.
No, what movie was that? Parenthood, where the kids he's got on like the cowboy outfit and he's missing his pants.
Yeah.
Hey, Xavier, if you slide that hat to one side, you'll look like the guy in the Men in Film. Hated it. Nobody knows what I'm talking
And it's
about.
men on film, not men in film.
Saturday Night Live.
Men on film.
No, in Living Color.
Was that
right?
a Living Color? That's right.
Yeah.
Hated it. And then his girlfriend arrived. Hated it.
In Z formation.
Yeah.
All right,
There's
we've moved
Super Bowl
into the
halftime
90s
party.
now with our references. I hope some of you are getting more of those. I don't know.
Hey, speaking of the 80s, Ghostbusters 3 is coming out in November.
I'm really
Only
excited.
a year
about
after I was supposed to.
Look, I would rather not get the plague and watch Ghostbusters than get the plague and watch Ghostbusters.
I concur. I concur.
I'm actually really excited about it.
Mhm.
It sounds like they're going to honor the original. I mean, it sounds amazing.
Well, the director is quoted as saying that including he was dead on the wanting to include the original cast members as much as he could, just to pay homage to the original. So it was very important for him to do that. But it was also supposed to be a surprise. Not so much of a surprise now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they showed a mine in the movie, and I was like, oh, so it's revolving around that. Okay, and then I was just done. So,
But the best thing though, I think the thing that's really cool is they got like Spangler's kid. She's wearing the overalls with the rolled up sleeves. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty.
hey, I'm hoping they have a reference to Oscar from Ghostbusters 2, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, that kid would be, I guess, how old
He'd
that
be
kid
Captain
be?
Xavier's age almost.
That's true.
Yeah.
I object.
That's not how math works. Okay.
That's not how this works.
That's not how any of this works. But yeah. What else? Oh, the new Bond flick. Anybody excited about the new Bond flick, or is that just me?
No, I am too.
Yeah.
I'm a Bond guy.
I haven't watched a Bond movie series, like with any real attention since Roger Moore screwed up the last one he did. So,
Oh, I thought you were going to say Moonraker, and I was like, yeah.
Dana just watches Bond
Moonraker is
movies.
a fine film. Don't you ever say anything bad about Moonraker.
Okay, Chris. Sorry.
It has Space Marines, and when I was 10 years old, that was the coolest movie that ever was.
Well, I
It's
mean,
true.
Aliens
I
had
saw that
Space
one.
Marines, and when I was 10 years old, that was the coolest thing.
Don't ever talk about Moonraker badly again.
As soon as you mentioned, I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
Moonraker was awesome when I was 12.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I remember is asking my dad, "It's like, what do you mean attempting re-entry? Aren't they already?"
Yeah, that was the moment where Dad's like, "All right, son, time for bed."
Yeah.
But now that James Bond movies like that were actually something my dad and I watched together. He let me watch those with him, the ABC Sunday night movies and everything. And and I mean, it would be like 10:30, 11 o'clock going to bed to get up for school. And he didn't mind. We watched James Bond together. So
yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved that time era because it was like every Sunday for like 2 months.
Yeah.
You got a James Bond movie. It was like, it was heaven. It was fantastic.
It really was.
There's something about the days, prior to streaming and all that stuff that it has a certain quality to it. Like I remember throughout all of high school on one of the local channels here, they would run all the Planet of the Apes movies, but they would be from like midnight until 2 or 3. So for that whole week, my buddy and I would be, we'd be exhausted. We'd be sitting there in class like a can of smashed bungholes, like the whole week because you just
wait. What?
Smashed buttholes? What the hell is that?
Smashed bungholes. That
doesn't make it better.
I kept it PG. It's fine. It's under the wire.
Now, technically, the definition of a bunghole is the hole into which you plug the bung into, and a bung is actually like a giant cork. So,
everybody.
What else could it be?
So my problem is that all those bungs were smashed.
Yeah. They were inoperable. They no longer fit the orifice. That was the issue.
How can this get any worse?
I can go get the mime and I could play after it.
How about no?
Oh,
I do love that mime though.
Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't love? Who doesn't love a ultra posable, suggestive mime? Nobody.
So continue. You and your buddy were
Yeah,
tired.
so
I'm not sure.
But the thing but that's what's fun about when you have these movie marathons and stuff is that it was like something like you really had to give up sleep and endure some pain to watch, right?
That was not better in any way. That was.
It's awesome. It's awesome,
No,
man. It's like Trial by Fire. You're just a man of the future, Mark. You and your jet cars and stuff.
I don't think I ever saw the beginning of certain movies because I always caught them on TBS 15 minutes in the movie. I don't think I saw the beginning of Predator until I'd seen, 15 years after I'd seen the rest of Predator, but I'd missed the first 15 minutes because I always caught it on TBS, TNT after it already started. So I actually didn't know how it started.
Well, if you cut it on TBS, then you've only seen about 33% of Predator. So yeah.
There were a bunch of TV shows that I missed half of growing up because dinner was at 6:30 and I had to turn the TV off and go to the dinner table.
The tyranny of it.
I would have appreciated being able to just hit the remote and hit pause while we had dinner.
I missed the last half. I wasn't allowed to watch television on weekdays, but I was usually home before my parents, and so I would see the first half of Knight Rider every day. I never saw the second half, though.
So you would always see Kit jump in the air, but you would never see him come back down after the commercial, right? I got you.
Did he ever make it into the truck? That's what I need to know.
Just a whole bunch of cliffhangers.
Do you guys remember?
The truth, Nathan, you probably got the better of that deal. So,
I think so. I tried rewatching Knight Rider. It does not age well.
No, my gosh, no.
Do you guys remember? I remember it being a big deal when V came on, and when you go to school because it came on Sunday nights or whatever, right? And so that time when it was revealed and the lady unhinges her jaw and eats the rat or whatever, we were all just like, did you see it? And we were all on the tennis court by the playground at our school. That was where we kind of gathered up after lunch, and we were all just freaking out. But she ate a rat, dude. She's a lizard, man.
Totally. Oh,
It was amazing.
I remember too the big freak out with the space baby, right?
Yeah.
With the lizard tongue, the horrible special effect. Yeah, but
Yeah, well, it was horrible. It was still grotesque when you were 10. You know.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
V. Remember? Do you remember?
Yeah, he was awesome.
The original V. Those spaceships were cool because they were modular. That was totally 80s space.
Yeah.
The little modular spaceships. So cool.
Wasn't that gal ripped off the face like of her? Yeah, and then ate the beaver or something. I don't know. That's a different movie.
and like then when Mark Singer took that quarter and he put it in his pocket and you could still read the date. Remember that? That was awesome.
It seems to be a really powerful memory for you. So.
Yeah, no one wanted to talk about that at the gym after. I was kind of weird. But yeah, man, like that whole series, and like I watched it like about I don't know 10 years ago. It doesn't hold up very well, but the thing that cracks me up though is you can make a drinking game out of Michael Ironside whenever he cocks that little Uzi he's got. Because he goes to everything. He's like, they come up with a plan. He's like, let's rock it. And he runs off, but it's like, let's go get some toast. Like, it's just, no matter what, he's cocking his Uzi.
Going to the bathroom. Come here.
He's Michael Ironsiding the best they could. Oh, speaking of horrible movies, I watched Highlander 2 the other day.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Okay.
That's his Moonraker. Just saying.
So I watched Highlander 2, and they like added in a bunch of like deleted scenes and stuff to like make it have some sort of cohesion. Now I'm pretty sure they were all on coke. Except the last one of them.
Space Coke.
And again, that's why I would rather watch Ice Pirates than watch Highlander 2.
What about
with the big booger? Yeah. I remember that.
Is that a no?
At least it had space herpes.
Jesus Christ.
It's in the movie. It's in the movie.
I know.
Little squiggly things running around.
But wasn't Ice Pirates when like that's the one where the guy had like this big red worm coming out of his nose, right? Am I remembering that right? Because there's one where they do this stupid snot joke, and like he like pulls this like alien booger out of his nose that like it's like some sort of magic trick. It like just keeps coming out.
I don't remember that scene, but now
That's all I remember.
You may have had a little tainted maple syrup that day, man. I don't know.
See, where I remember them having the intimate relations in the rain scene, and that was a big deal for them. But you remembered the big booger coming out.
Yeah, I was a sheltered child.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I may have been the more sheltered child.
That's true. I mean, wait, everybody here has seen Airplane, right?
We
I can
already
quote
ordered it
Airplane
earlier.
backwards and forwards. So
Well, Chalo's fired.
How old was I when it came out? 2?
You were in your daddy's sack, same as I was. Not your daddy's sack, though. My daddy's sack.
Do you know what I just got confused was Ice Pirates and Time Bandits.
Ooh,
I always got them.
Those are not confusable. Those are not confusable.
I know. I don't know why.
Time Bandits was
I think it's
actually a
because
good
my
film.
cousin had both posters in his room, so they kind of just merged. But yeah.
Axel Plate, yes, you are correct. Nobody here is talking about Airplane. Airplane
No.
is nigh on to one of the most perfect movies ever made. I'm just going to say.
Looks like I picked a bad week to stop sniffing glue.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right, here's the basic question. Airplane 2.
They made a sequel to Airplane? Is that like
Just for the Shatner scene alone, pass. Just for it, like
I actually enjoy it. I like Airplane 2 because it's still funny. But yes, Shatner in that movie, absolutely hilarious. So funny.
I just remember that whenever they walked up to the door, they were making the noise with their mouths, like
Oh, yeah.
so the doors would
The,
open
the
up.
best is when they're getting just into that VidCom argument, like back and forth. I mean, he just opens the door.
Just opens the
Oh,
door.
it cracks me up every time. Every time. No.
Joe, you look confused and scared. Should we be worried about you, buddy? Are you all right?
Do we need to make you a list of movies?
I have discovered that the cowboy hats from straight above are in fact perfectly round, and I don't know what to do with this information.
Shared it with us, so that's a good start.
Now we're back to corks again. And stuff.
This is a safe space, you know.
Sort of.
I feel dirty.
All right. All right. So anybody, you got a build going on? I feel like we went to a con this weekend. Was Dixie Lug, and everybody bought a bunch of stuff. And so
You owe me another quarter. You said Dixie Lug. You owe me a quarter.
Plug. But yeah, so I mean, I almost feel like I went to a convention this weekend.
It
and
was.
So I'm like, I don't know if I want to build. 'Cause I get tired of building after that and everything. All right. I will admit that all the stuff is still in the boxes and it's still in the back of my car. It was raining when I got here, and it's rained every day, and I just hadn't hauled it out because I got like 5 boxes to pull out of the car. And so my Lego's still riding in the back seat.
One of mine is in pieces in the backseat.
Ooh, what happened?
So
I hope it wasn't.
I'm in
the
the
bubblegum
express
truck.
lane,
Ooh,
driving
that's
70
cool.
80 miles an hour, as
Yeah,
one does. Oh,
This is a work in progress I've had going for a long time. Exploration kind of recovery / Coast Guard ship.
Oh, that's cool. I love that theme. That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's going to be like pretty chibified and play set and lots of like minifig features, play features. There's going to be this is going to accompany it, and I'm going to have a submersible on a crane here as well. Yeah.
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
It's going to be super fun.
That's
that's
that
so
reminds
fun.
me of the Fisher Price Adventure People. Remember all
Yeah,
that? With
yeah,
the dudes and
Yeah.
oh, that was great playing.
Yeah.
That's what that feels like. That's all.
I really want to nail that play theme, that play set vibe
Yep.
to it, to have lots of little bits and stuff that can come off and attach and winches and
Yeah,
No,
it's like
that's-
what
To me, that's like that's totally that's what
it's
draws me in.
PG-13. No winches talk,
Yeah.
please.
I had that joke come in, and I said I am not going to say it, and then you did.
So Matthew, express lane.
Yeah.
So I'm in the toll lane, and I'm paying my toll, and I'm driving 70, and traffic on the 5 lanes to my right suddenly slows down very quickly, and a almost semi truck decides to pull into the lane, which they're not supposed to do except at designated points, and I'm going 70, and all of a sudden it's pulling into my lane about 6 car lengths ahead, so I slam on the brakes and in the back seat.
Ugh.
oh no.
It was the bubblegum company. It's in mostly large pieces, but it needed a floor between floors anyways, but now it's in pieces, so I guess I'll have to put the floor in the middle. So
Now you have no reason not to.
it's good. There's going to be major reconstruction, so it's a good time.
That sucks, Matt.
That does stink. I hate that.
And then
I've got
and then-
BrickCon coming up in 2 weeks. That's
Oh, yeah.
terrifying.
You bringing new boats?
That is why I'm making sales. I have to make sales for 7 Napoleonic warships in the next 2 weeks.
What do you make your sales out of?
Fabric.
Just anything specific?
I'm using a lightweight canvas that
Okay.
was already starched to hell,
Okay.
and then I'm
Starch
tracing out the
canvas.
sail and then using a fray checker, basically tracing my pattern with fray checker and then cutting it out, and it seems to work beautifully.
Nice.
Yeah, because I've
Awesome.
got this thing I'm going to need to cut sales for. So
Yeah.
Can we-
I'll be doing a video on how I did it. So,
nice.
but I've got 2 ships of the line, 3 frigates, and 2 brigs that all need sails. It's something like 100 sails.
Can we see your
Cars.
Horatio Nelson minifig?
I think that would be this one.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
He's got It's got a shiny sword. I don't know where the shiny sword came from.
Do you have a version where he's impaled with bits of like fetid wood?
Wait.
Wasn't he shot by a French sniper?
Isn't he missing an arm? Where's the? Let's see that minifig again.
The battle that he's going to be in is Trafalgar. He hasn't been shot yet.
So, do you have a Villeneuve then to go with him?
Yes. Same thing, but blue.
Awesome.
Nice. Awesome.
I have
All right, guys.
a number of admirals for some reason. I don't know where they all came from.
Admiral?
Denmark.
I've got 5 red ones and 7 blue ones.
Cool. All right, we are right at an hour, so we're going to start winding down. I did an attempt at, all of a sudden I noticed that YouTube would let me put a poll in the chat. And so the poll today was, are you a Lego purist? Yes, no. I do Brasso and custom stickers, and I slice and dice. And 53% said they are a Lego purist. 20% said they are not. And then 13% and 13% Brasso and custom stickers and slice and dice. So we'll go around the room. If you guys, what would you do? I am Brasso and custom stickers. That is the only. That's only and maybe a custom gun here or there. That is outside of my purism there and everything. What, Mark? What are you?
Probably about the same.
Okay. All right, Jeff.
I'm all about the brick arms when it comes to shooty guns for sci-fi stuff, and brassoing is a way of life for me when I'm making DC pictures. So, and I like custom stickers, so I'm the devil, I guess.
All right, that's good. What about you, man? What about you, Captain Xavier?
A brick's a brick as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. All right.
Like,
Dana?
in order to arm my fleet, because I needed something like 240 cannons, I couldn't use Lego. I had to go third party. So I've got all kinds of weird cannons.
That's cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Focus, you wretch. I've got black cannons here somewhere.
All right, quickly, Dana. What are you?
I think you already know. You've seen me. I've cut base plates. I've done custom stickers. I've brassoed. But it's all Lego. But it's all Lego. So.
All right. What about you, Matt?
We know,
I'm
Matt.
pretty close to purist. I've never scraped any printing off. The only thing that I have done that violates my purist status is I have bought some third-party printed minifigs for things that Lego will probably never make, such as I have the X-Files 1 minifigs, and I have the Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I bought the Dino figures. Well, actually, they're not figures; they're attachments to figures. But other than that, I'm pretty purist.
Cool.
I haven't gone on the dark side of Brasso, so we'll see if I ever turn to the dark side. I hear it's easier, quicker, but
it is very seductive.
It is the quick and easy path.
Yes, it is.
All right, Nathan, what's up, man?
Slice and dice.
Little cut of brick.
I try to keep the pieces that I cut to within system units. I guess that's about it.
Yep.
So I've cut pieces in half when they didn't make the color that I wanted, to make an existing piece that I could hide the back edge of and stuff. So, but
Sounds
yeah, I'll cut pieces. Oh yeah, no, it's everybody draws their line somewhere else, and mine's just a little farther.
Gotcha. All right, Gil.
I've brassoed stuff that chemically, spiritually should never have been brassoed before. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, as far as like customizing pieces, no. The only thing that I will do is like some minifigure stuff. Like most recently, that Bad Batch. You need to cut off some stuff to give Echo his screwdriver arm and stuff like that. So minifig stuff, yeah, here and there, but that's about it.
Cool deal. All right, good deal. Well, thanks everybody for joining us for Messy Monday. We'll see you on Thursday for Thursday Night Live. So glad you guys are here. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night. Great chat over there. I had lots of friends. Thanks for bringing some new friends over to hang out with us. It was going well until the Canadian brought up the poop joke. So anyway, but then It was downhill after that, but it was great. Thank y'all for being here. Have a great night, everybody. Be awesome. Love your neighbor. Get a shot. Wear a mask for crying out loud. See ya.
Bye.